Good morning, it's Saturday, February 6th, and this is the Wenatchee World's newest podcast, Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other announcements every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, as the price of a cryptocurrency rises, so does the interest from miners of all sizes looking to grab a piece of the pie. Today's episode is brought to you by Equilus Group Incorporated. Equilus Group Incorporated is a registered investment advisory firm in the states of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. Equilus Group Incorporated, building your financial success. Learn more at equilusfinancial.com, member SIPC and FINRA. Now our feature story. Bitcoin is the world's most popular digital currency. It's seen its share of dips and spikes over the past decade, and in the past year alone, the price quintupled to a record $41,940 in early January. In some ways, mining Bitcoin is like drilling for oil. And according to Malachi Salcido, one of North Central Washington's most prominent cryptocurrency miners, if you can't cover your cost at $50 a barrel, you're not going to be around long enough to enjoy the $100 a barrel spikes.
So what you have to understand about Bitcoin is it's a commodity. Most of the world doesn't understand it's actually code with an underlying technology value. How much money do you make every day is a function of not when we create it. It's a function of when we sell it. So what do? We manufacture it continuously, we hold it for when the price runs up, and then we sell it, we take the proceeds, and we expand our operation.
Last January, the Douglas County PUD approved a new policy that raises their power rates 10% every 6 months for 5 years. Add on regular technology upgrades and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, and some mining operations were looking at much bleaker financial outlooks when the price was still hovering somewhere under $7,500 last year. Raymond Wallentuken, director of mining operations for Bitmain, which operates a mine in East Wenatchee, said that time was running out given the electricity price was going up. They were getting close to breaking even, and then luckily the Bitcoin price shot up. And as the price of a cryptocurrency rises, so does the interest from miners of all sizes looking to grab a piece of the pie. It's why some mining operations, like Bitmain's 12-megawatt facility mine near Pangbourne Memorial Airport, focus their efforts on mining as fast as possible when the price is low. During those low periods, they'll switch out their powerful computers to the latest models to maximize output. And that's an easier proposition for Bitmain. They also manufacture the machines. The Chinese company is one of the world's largest cryptocurrency hardware producers. Even so, Wallentuken says their operation in East Wenatchee spends somewhere between $10 to $30 million a year on new equipment to keep up with the competition. Back in 2018, Politico magazine described the Mid-Columbia Basin as a would-be El Dorado for the miners that flocked to the area to prospect for digital riches. But according to Salcido, at this point it appears that the kind of Wild West gold rush stampede phase is over. Salcido entered the industry in 2013, and his company, Salcido Enterprises, now has several facilities, including in Kashmir and East Wenatchee.
Why Wenatchee? Wenatchee is on the Columbia River. We are part of what's called the Mid-Sea Columbia string of hydroelectric dams. We have cheap, plentiful, green hydroelectric power right here.
The leveling off of the explosive growth over the past few years was one of the primary drivers behind Douglas PUD's power rate changes in 2020. PUD General Manager Gary Ivory said the change aims to help businesses and residents in Douglas County to grow and to flourish here for generations to come. And while the pandemic has had negative impacts on large swaths of the economy, it also pushed many consumers and businesses to embrace digital tools. Salcido says that helps reinforce the usefulness of a digital currency network. Now our weekly profile of one of the world's 30 Under 35 award recipients. Claire Odie, who graduated from Whitman College in 2011 with a bachelor's degree in sociology, started her love affair with nonprofits at Rebuilding Together Seattle. There, she worked with corporate sponsors and volunteers to provide critical home repairs for low-income homeowners. She went on to work for an animal welfare organization in Denver and then led business operations for an early childhood program in Leadville. She arrived in Wenatchee in 2017, accepting the role of Director of Community Grants at the Community Foundation of NCW. Odie facilitates community grant-making programs that distribute roughly $500,000 each year to nonprofit organizations in Chelan, Douglas, and Okanagan counties. Odie also serves on the city's homeless committee and is involved in other activities that build community and raise awareness. Recently, that has included spending time learning how to be a more effective ally against racism. When we asked Odie what inspires her, she told us that she's continuously inspired by the nonprofit leaders in North Central Washington. Running a nonprofit is no easy feat. Staff and board members give so much of themselves to the missions of their organizations. Now, some local history. Wenatchee Valley History is brought to you by Neighbor, your trusted neighborhood community. Neighbor is a free online forum you can trust to connect with your community, focus on facts, and make a difference. Join the conversation. Visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Stemilt Creek Winery in Wenatchee was founded by Kyle and Jan Matheson. The Mathesons are fourth-generation farmers. The family has grown fruit trees in the area since Thomas Sile originally homesteaded in 1893. Finally, before we go, we'd like to take a moment to remember the life of Pastor Samuel King Detweiler, who passed away after a battle with COVID-19. Samuel was born in Pennsylvania and graduated from Ottawa University and University of Missouri with a master's degree in psychology. While working as a chemical dependency counselor, he felt the Lord urging him into Christian service. For the next 38 years, he was a pastor at various churches throughout the U.S., being ordained a Church of the Brethren and American Baptist minister. In 1999, he was led to be a pastor in Wenatchee at the Brethren Baptist Church. After 7 years, he followed his calling to start Shalom Church to minister to the addicted and marginalized. The church started a drop-in day center, Powerhouse, to minister to the homeless in Wenatchee. He and his wife retired to Montrose, Colorado in the spring of 2019 to pursue their love of off-roading and camping in their beloved mountains. Samuel also showed Christian compassion for those in need. He will be greatly missed. Thank you for taking a moment with us to remember and celebrate Samuel's life. Thanks for listening. We'd also like to thank our sponsor again, Equilus Group Incorporated, a registered investment advisory firm in the states of Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thank you for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to tune in again on Tuesday.